Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+. Rated TV MALV. Viewer discretion advised. Maya Lopez has betrayed her mentor, the notorious Kingpin. Now on the run, she returns to her hometown to prepare for the biggest fight of her life. Don't miss Marvel Studios' hardest-hitting series yet. An epic 5-episode event. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
All the ball talk. Okay, hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
And it's Quickie Tuesday, but first, we got a new partnership.
Oh, support for Bloody Happy Hour is brought to you by Manscaped. Who, by the way, let me tell you, is the best below-the-waist grooming. They are the best in all of that. Manscaped. They offer precision engineered tools for none other than your family jewels.
Hello. Come on, Sweet Pea.
Come on, Tender Dates. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Hygiene Bundle for the man in your life. This is called the Performance Package. Yeah, the whole package.
You know what? You probably do perform better when you look better down there.
Oh, 100%. And guess what? We are offering you 20% off and also free worldwide shipping.
With what?
Worldwide shipping with the code BHH. You go to manscaped.com, enter the code BHH, you get 20% off. And if my math is correct, that's about 10 million shaved balls.
All about some clean shaved balls. Should that be the magic word for this episode?
Absolutely.
Balls.
Balls.
Balls. Okay, so this performance package, we have one right here, and we are going to open it up. Let me hold the ball.
Hold the ball. That's what we call a smooth shaved ball.
Caroline is opening up this performance package.
Let it rip.
It feels like Christmas. There you go. This is a little bit of ASMR time, too.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, there it is. So what we have is a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
So we're going to start off with the Lawnmower 4.0. Oh, just crinkle that a little bit.
I will.
So you also have the Weed Whacker. Isn't that nice? So the Lawnmower 4.0 is also a nose, ear, and hair trimmer. So anywhere you grow hair, you can trim it.
So, like, can I use it? I'm pretty sure I have hair in my nose and in my ears, but not really my ears. Probably just my nose.
I bet it's gender neutral.
Oh, for sure. Man, this is a smooth package.
That is actually the Weed Whacker.
Nothing more I want than a smooth package.
A smooth package. So that's the Weed Whacker. And let me tell you about the Weed Whacker. It's also waterproof because where do you traditionally shave?
In the shower?
Mm-hmm. And it has skin-safe technology that reduces nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes.
Oh, you do not need any accidents. So here we go.
So we also have Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. This is my favorite.
Oh, here we go.
Ball deodorants. And you're actually supposed to use this every day, just like you would wash your face. So it's part of your skincare routine for downstairs.
Absolutely. I love this. I love the packaging. I love the feel. I love the vibe.
I love it. I love it. Okay, next up we have Crop Reviver Toner for your balls.
Oh, you just
all
spray
about
and
the
go.
balls.
Spray
Yep.
and go.
So that must happen after the deodorant.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, and then last but not least, you have some performance boxers. Look at these. Already got them out. Sweetie is not getting these because these are way too comfortable.
Also some package. There's also some cool little. Oh, this is a little stand for your lawnmower.
Yes.
You can't go anywhere without this lawn. Oh, and you got some little
There's different trimming.
for the. Oh, it's skin safe trimmers. You have a charger.
A charger.
So you will never have a dead lawnmower.
Listen, they thought about it all.
Oh, wow. Oh. You know what?
That's the
I'm
full
loving it.
package.
This is what you get when you go to manscaped.com and you enter the code BHH and you get 20% off.
And then at the bottom, there's one more present.
Oh, my. It's a gift that keeps on giving, April.
Look at this
Wow.
nice leather bag that all of your goodies can go.
There we
in.
go.
Yeah, it's a little bit of ASMR too. Open it up. It's so pretty. Look at that.
I mean, you could go on the back and get it monogrammed for your loved one or for your Tinder date. I don't know.
Caroline, tell them again what they need to do to get this.
It's pretty easy. You need to go to manscaped.com. And like we said, this is worldwide. And guess what? We have Christmas coming up. We have Halloween coming up. We have
Ramadan
Thanksgiving
and Hanukkah.
Lots of birthdays. So you need to get this for your loved one, for your dad, for your father-in-law, for yourself.
For your grinder dates.
Look how much stuff comes with this. I love it. I can't wait.
Manscaped.com. Code Bloody Happy Hour.
The code is BHH.
Yeah.
The easiest code you've ever entered.
Code is BHH. And you get 20% off. And I don't know about you, our listeners, Caroline, but when it comes to a male, when it comes to anything, I prefer clean hardwood floors, no carpet.
There's nothing scarier than having to teabag some hairy balls.
No, not happening.
That's
Guys,
pretty scary.
Hey, if you're sitting at home real scruffy down there and wondering why you're not getting any BJs, that's probably it.
Hey, unlock your confidence and use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for Manscaped. We're going to say balls at least 14 more times during this episode, but let's get into it.
Yep. Let's do it. Go ahead. Just start. We're going to just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, you could just look at all of our goodies. Okay. So, in the news right now.
Is a lot.
It is a lot going on. So, first off, Kristin Smart.
Okay, Kristin Smart. This is a 25 years. It's 25 plus years ago that this happened. She was a college student in California, San Luis Obispo, maybe.
Yeah.
She was murdered. On the way, she was leaving a party. She was murdered. They had no suspects. They had nothing. There was no leads. It was cold. It just went completely cold. Probably 2 years ago, I'm estimating, this podcast comes out called Your Own Backyard.
Yeah.
He just was driving down the road. He saw this billboard with her on it, and he decided to dive into the case. So he dove into it. He did all this research. He found these people to interview who never wanted to speak about anything. He got them to speak. And basically that led to this case getting suspects and going to trial, which was huge.
Just now. Okay, so 25 years later, have they been in jail?
No.
They've been free.
Yes.
We need to eventually cover this episode.
Is this guy,
He's a daddy.
Ruben Flores is the dad, and Paul Flores is the son.
Okay.
So we have Paul and Reuben. Paul is the one who is suspected for the murder, and Reuben was suspected for helping him cover up. So like an assistant, like helping him cover up the murder.
Yeah.
And what they did was they had this like technology that could go into the ground and find like certain retrieve old like DNA or bone fragments or something like that had been there for a while. And what they had found is that there had been a body buried in their backyard. It's Reuben and Paul Flores, and he still lived at home. This guy, I believe, still at the time.
Yeah.
And they found this in their backyard, and they had, once the guy doing the podcast had started like digging up the case, it was believed that the body had been buried in the backyard and had been moved. So there were remnants of the body in the backyard. And so that's kind of where they had at least some evidence to take it to trial.
Hello.
So there's no body.
Yes, they still haven't found.
There's
okay.
I mean,
and they haven't said. They won't say.
Well, there is no body.
Well, but the people who are in that, they won't even confess or say.
So Reuben and Paul Flores were like, no, we have nothing to do with it, whatever. But there's so many stories about him from college and him from back then where several people have had interactions with him where he was very creepy, and he had like Chester the Molester kind of a nickname, and he just did not have any kind of a good reputation at all, so that somehow they ended up getting him as the main suspect because that's where the body was.
Okay.
So
convicted?
Long story kind of short, Paul Flores just this past week was convicted for first-degree murder for the murder of Kristin Smart. His dad, Reuben, was not convicted. So Reuben was not accessory to murder.
Okay.
He was not guilty. But Paul was guilty, and it was like, holy shit, balls. Take a drink, because I said balls. And yeah, it's like, can you imagine how long it's been? And then also the guy from the podcast, Your Own Backyard, did so much work, and he brought this case back up into the light.
To get that closure.
And
I bet that's amazing.
He was at all the trials, all the like everything. And it took, it didn't just take one, I mean, it took several attempts for him to get these people to trial.
Wow.
So that's just what I know about what I heard.
I think it's a case we need to cover. I actually never listened to it or looked into it.
Yeah.
I always thought Elizabeth Smart.
There's
a
bunch of Smarts. There's the Kristin Smart. There's Elizabeth Smart. I'm pretty sure there's another Smart.
Another Smart. She posted a video on TikTok, and it went viral. She'd put nanny cams in her house, and he was whooping her ass, like WWF, WrestleMania, like whooping her ass. And she posted that as like, do y'all believe me now, Popos? So with that new evidence, they were able to charge him with some other like misdemeanor type stuff, and they got a protection order. Okay, they even put her with not special victims unit, but like abuse victims, some type of crisis victims unit. And they said, we can give you a place to stay, you and your kids. She had 3 kids. And she says, no, I'm just going to go to my mom's, right? She knew how crazy her husband was. So she got up. So he was in jail for a minute, posted bail October 4th.
Literally.
On October 5th, she got up and she put on a bulletproof vest. And her mom was like, what are you doing?
Like closet?
Huh?
Just in her closet.
She ordered it. She ordered it because she knew what her husband was capable of. So her mom was like, why are you wearing a bulletproof vest? She was getting up to take her kids to school. And right after she dropped them off, she had to meet with the judge because she was going to strip custody of her husband because he was so abusive, which she should do, right?
Yes.
Well, she could not even drop off the kids because when she pulled up at the school, she was in front of a bus. So it was other parents in the drop-off line, buses. He comes and he rams his car into hers, pulls out his gun, and shoots all around that bulletproof vest and kills her. Her 3 kids are still in the back seat.
What? When was this?
This was October 5th.
Where?
In Nebraska.
Oh, yeah. You said all these things, but I'm letting it sink in.
In Nebraska. And so she dies. It hits. It's like, did he practice this? Because he hit like major arteries, the brachial artery, the carotid, and he had on that vest. So it's like, did he know this?
I was just about to say, why?
She did post it. She posted. She did a lot of things on.
Vest.
She posted that she was wearing the vest. But this was her way of
I hate people.
Getting the information out there. And this is actually how she got the police to kind of believe her, is that she posted that video on Facebook. And so those 3 kids sit there and watch their mom get shot by their dad. It was two of the kids. It was their dad.
She sitting in the car?
Yeah, they hadn't even got out.
Yeah. So he crashed into the car. Gun comes out, like maybe on the
Shoots
driver's
her,
side.
or I don't know which way he was aiming, like through the windshield or driver's side or whatever.
I'm clearly visual, but I'm just trying to.
We need to reenact it for Caroline.
Please.
So then he takes off, and people are calling the police, and the police lose him. It's just a neighborhood.
Police lose him if he just crashed into another car.
No, he took off.
Well, I mean, he ran off.
Was gone. Like they didn't even, I don't know, in a car. So they ended up finding him. I don't know where they found him. And when they found him, he was in the bathroom with a box cutter, threatened suicide. So instead of going to jail, guess where he goes?
To the crazy house.
To the crazy house. So at least
for now,
he is.
For now.
Yeah.
At least he is
and it's
alive.
Probably protocol, and he probably knew that. I'm pretty sure he's a lot smarter.
Yes.
We're going to find out. Like, just the fact that he knew where to shoot her so that she would die.
I hate him.
So, yeah.
I hate him, and I hate Daryl Brooks.
I hate him. I don't know who Daryl Brooks is. So, that's the story. And is it Domestic Violence Abuse Awareness Month? I feel like it is.
It might be, but let me just tell you, Daryl Brooks is the guy who was who ran over all those people in the Waukesha Christmas Parade in November 21st, 2021.
Oh, he's on trial.
Yes, he's the one on trial. He killed 6 people, 1 little boy included, injured about 60 to 70 people.
Wow. What was his motive?
He was leaving. He had just gotten in a fight with his baby mama or girlfriend, and so he just was just driving. He was just mad.
Oh.
And now a word from our sponsors.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean, could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. 2 haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're 2 Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music. And we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
Y'all, thank you for tuning in to this quickie. And don't forget to go to manscaped.com, code BHH, 20% off. Great presents for
the man in your life,
the
or the
man
man
in your
who's
life.
soon to be in your life.
Or the woman who's soon to be a man.
Oh, wow. We are all over everybody.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to
Stay aware.
stay alive.
And always be DTF'd with smooth balls.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.